Hello, and welcome back to Coin Lady channel. Don't you think cryptocurrency is insane? We'll start in 1 minute. Nothing has happened. Then everything goes to hell. The SEC is suing everyone. The pieces of an aggressive takeover by traditional finance into this asset class are beginning to fall into place. This is where you go from dabbling in something to taking it seriously. First and foremost, BlackRock is in the vanguard with their ETF software. Only one of theirs was rejected by the 570 group that we are aware of. This situation is a whole new animal. This is not your typical ETF, rather, it is the first Bitcoin spot ETF of its type. Not only BlackRock, though. Present-day spot ETF filing by Valkyrie. Traditional banking institutions are preparing for this as well. They aren't dimwits. They anticipate an event. It has been speculated that Fidelity may soon file for one, and the company may also buy Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. Acquiring Grayscale and finally incorporating that into a Bitcoin ETF would be huge, and Fidelity has declared that they intend to make a splash in the crypto space. Fidelity, the SEC, goes after cryptocurrencies just as Charles Schwab and Citadel release a new trading platform. U.S. cryptocurrency trading platforms are actively seeking to force these platforms out of business. A few, in my opinion, will survive. Coinbase will survive and thrive, I'm confident. However, they partner with established finance institutions like BlackRock and provide a wide range of services, including custody. As a result, you have a very good point. But I don't think it's any coincidence that BlackRock, Fidelity, Valkyrie, Charles Schwab, and Citadel are all beginning to make moves at the same time as the SEC is making these tremendous power maneuvers to gain control. And more is on the way. They will be the pioneers in this new type of investment. This is the cliff's edge, right now. Just because a submission has been made recently does not guarantee acceptance. While there is still some distance to go, that goal is no longer out of reach. The crypto market will become part of the mainstream financial infrastructure. Once regulations are finalized, an influx of investors, both fresh and seasoned, is expected. Many potential investors would rather use a more familiar platform like Fidelity or BlackRock to buy Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies rather than Binance or Coinbase. Consequently, that will cause a great increase in revenue. More significantly, I believe entrepreneurs will emerge in droves to exploit this technology to create a wide range of future systems, mirroring the growth pattern of the internet. Ultimately, that is where this asset class's worth lies. It's not a complete waste of time. All of them help us get closer to our goal of creating the systems of the future. And so, we can expect to see it roll out in a substantive way. Rapid spread. The Ripple case is coming, and you can bank on it. Everyone here is curious about what will occur next. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I've been arguing that Ripple is going to win hands down. I just don't know what to say. The judge's reaction to this unconventional investment vehicle remains to be seen. It's obvious that this is not stock. There won't be any attempt to use contracts to hide the fact that they are selling you a stake in a business, as happened in the Howey case. There is no debt involved here, but I can't say for sure. The law is unclear on the matter. This is a brand new subfield of law. And we can learn a lot from Ripple's next court fight. And let me explain why. On Jay Clayton's last day as SEC chairman, the agency filed this lawsuit. It was poorly planned. They submitted it, then realized they needed to make changes right away. And we have to see the whole thing unfold. The SEC hasn't done a good job of playing it. In addition, Ripple has enough of resources and is prepared to invest $200 million on this. They have excellent lawyers who have done a good job of executing the law. If you think back to where we started, everyone was saying negative things about Ripple. Brad and Chris's reputation as lawbreakers led everyone to fear that we would soon be back at square one. And they swung things around, and they really made their argument shine, to the point that at least the general public thinks the bad guys Ripple are being unfairly targeted. Let's see if they can win over the judge the same way. SEC was a messy person. The Hinman emails concealed a great deal of complexity. People have said they are insignificant, but I assure you they are not. In addition, the strategy as a whole was flawed. In other words, if the SEC were to take on another project, you would examine all of these factors. Truth be told, I don't see how anyone else could do much better. This, then, is a game for keeps. If the SEC is successful in convincing the court, she will rule against Ripple. I doubt the next one will have a more sympathetic judge or stronger defense. As a result, we'll have to assume that the FCC will have regulatory jurisdiction over this area under US law. Ripple will survive this. There will be no fade out of XRP Ledger. Simply put, it tells us that these people will be in charge of legislating and policing crypto in the United States. They only have power in this one location. Keep in mind that it is not always the FCC that is to blame for libraries closing their doors. They lacked the necessary resources to complete the procedure. The cost of actually going to court was too high, win or lose. Not so in this instance. Therefore, we just have to wait and see what happens. Once again, I have faith. In my opinion, this is a win-win situation for Ripple. The only thing worse than not knowing where they are is being in purgatory, where they don't comment. They give one project a lot of criticism while ignoring others, and they make short statements about Ethereum alone. We'll have a better idea of our legal standing once this is over with. The law once again veers into uncharted territory. But we're about to get some answers right here, right now. We can make use of that, actually. Keep in mind that David Schwartz didn't say the issue was faulty legislation. It's just that we're unclear on the specifics of the regulations. You may expect the judge to assert her authority and run the show. Certainly, Ripple has potential. However, I'm not confident that will be required. Throughout this ordeal, I have challenged Gary Gensler's claims that he would eventually give in and settle. As it happens, he wasn't even trying to bluff. Man. It looks like he has a full house. He has been determined from the start to have the judge rule on the case. Naturally, as an XRP investor, it is much simpler to determine if we simply win this sucker and XRP instantly resumes trading in the United States. We'd love for that to happen. But I doubt it will make a difference in the long run. Once we receive that summary judgment once more, we will know exactly where we stand. We are able to make modifications and operate legally. It's not a huge deal. The judge sure is taking his time. I'm hoping she has some positive news for us. Making productive use of her spare time. Leave a comment and tell me what you think. In addition, as always, I'd greatly appreciate it if you'd like the video and subscribed. See you later, bye.